What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Nikki, and I am back with another video. I know it's been a minute since I did a review, but girl, Baddies Caribbean reunion drops, and y'all know I had to do this review. We gotta talk about how Bianca Bunny dog walked Messy Lynn at the reunion and cleared her motherfucking name. We gotta talk about how Scotty with the body played in Janisha Face the reunion at the beginning of the reunion. I don't know. I can't say the entire. Well, yes, I can say the entire reunion. We got to talk about that. And last but not least, we definitely got to talk about how unprofessional Saucy Santana was during this reunion. But before we get into all of that, you know what I'm saying? You already know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe, share, turn on those post notifications for your girl. Yeah, let's go. Okay, y'all. So this reunion took a freaking eternity to come out. They recorded it on September the 5th. Why did it take a month for the editing team to edit this video and get it on our screens? Anyway, it's finally here, and I can say this reunion was definitely different. Okay, they had a live studio audience, which I love that it created a different energy, vibes in the room. I love the live studio audience. They had a host in the audience, which was Bobby Lights. Love that Bobby did. I think he did a good job. He could have did a little more on the first episode, but I think he did a good job with the crowd. He could have had them engage a little bit more, like cheering. Like one point, Saucy Santana was like directing the crowd to clap and stuff. Like Saucy Santana was doing too much. I like Saucy Santana though. Like, don't get it confused. I like Saucy Santana. I just feel like maybe he shouldn't have hosted the show because he like it's people that he don't like on the well. I ain't gonna say people. He don't like Mariah Lynn. And it was clear and obvious that he did not like Mariah Lynn when they called her name and introduced her on the stage. Like, I didn't like that. It was unprofessional. Like, it was also clear that well, not clear, but you can tell like Janisha had less energy when she introduced Scotty. And I have a clip of it, so I'm gonna sneak it in. But Janisha, she had a little, introduced Natalie with all this energy, and then she brought out Scotty, and she was like, bring it to the stage. We got Scotty, and as Scotty's coming out, Scotty's like, don't forget with the body, like, period. But I felt like the way Janisha did it, it wasn't unprofessional. It's just like we, the fans, know because we know the backstory. Like if somebody was watching the show and didn't know the backstory on Janisha and Scotty, they wouldn't have picked up on it. But with Mariah Lynn and Santana, whether you know the backstory or not, the shade was there was a tree when they called Mariah name. I didn't like that. But yeah, so in this first scene or whatever, and oh, I will say before we get into the scenes, I will say that I loved how they did not drag out the whole getting ready, bringing in people, like they brought them in quick. Yes, thank y'all. We appreciate it. We don't need a whole episode of them getting ready, so I'm so glad they didn't do that on this reunion. Um, but yeah, so the first scene they bring out everybody. Janisha comes out. She looks freaking gorge, drop dead. I love it. I live for Janisha's looks. Okay. I live for her looks. She always is beautiful. It is so unfortunate to see her and Scotty, like, whatever they got going on, it's so unfortunate because they both are beautiful women, but we're gonna talk about that a little later on. So Janisha comes out, Saucy Santana comes out, and everybody's on his outfit, right? Because Saucy has on this black dress, and it appears to be like a hooded dress, but I never see the hood on his head, but it is kind of like gathered at the back of the neck. So I'm gonna go with it was a hooded dress with a split up to the hip, honey. Saucy had his whole leg out, no draws, okay. And I don't know what kind of claw he had on his foot as a boot, but I mean I get it. It was fashion or whatever. It went together or whatever, but it just personally didn't do it for me. The boot didn't do. I was like, what the fuck is that on his feet? I'm scared. Like it was too much. But He looked okay, he looked nice. I'm not gonna say that because I didn't like the shoe. I'm not gonna take away from his outfit. He definitely looked nice. A lot of people was talking about his BBL and stuff, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not here for that. I'm not gonna shame his body. He looked nice. And I'm gonna leave it at that. Um, and so they start to introduce the girls. Natalie comes out again. She has on her little skirt. She is very much so giving Regina George again. This reunion, every reunion to me, I don't know what it is, but every reunion, Natalie just gives Regina George. Every reunion to me. Um, then that, like I said, Janisha introduced Scotty. She introduced Scotty, and she left off with the body. You know, Scotty definitely made it a point to let it be known, baby Scotty with the body. Don't leave that off. Don't forget that. Period. At the end. Yeah. So let's watch a little clip of that, and then we'll move on.
Next baddie coming to the stage is Scotty. Don't forget with the body, with the body.
Said, don't forget with the body.
Right. All right. All right.
So you see how that went. You see how how that happened, and then how Natalie repeated it, and then Janisha ran right back to hosting like a boss ass. Only what? Stop playing. Next we got Mariah Lynn. And then Mariah comes out. Saucy scratches his head and he looking around the room. It was just unprofessional. Like I said, I'm not gonna post that clip. Then they bring out Jayla, and she's dressed in white, of course. They bring out Sapphire. Sapphire, she always looks freaking amazing. I love her look. She eats down the look every time. She has on this mustard yellow dress. Um, and it's like a bra top. The whole midsection is out. And then it's like, look, girl, we're gonna have to get in. We're gonna have to post looks at the end of the video, okay? Um, or maybe you'll see it throughout some of the clips, whatever. But Sapphire looks good. Um, they bring out Biggie, period, Big Dominican. They bring out Tasiki, the eater. And I mean, I feel like, and then they bring out Callie. And I feel like when they bring out Callie at this point, it's clear to see the girls that came to fight. Like y'all know y'all gotta fight. So the girls that came to fight are dressed a certain way, and the girls that know they are just sitting pretty on the couches for the reunion are dressed a certain way. I picked up on that early. Okay. So then Callie comes out and they, start talking a little bit. But it's one more person that's supposed to come out. But before they can get into it, Saucy immediately got a question for Jayla. And he's asking Jayla about and being messy at the same time because he's asking Jayla about the N word situation with Gretch, like how you let Gretch, you was kept fighting Gretch for saying the N word over and over again. But you cool with Mariah Lynn, and she used to say the N word all the time on Love and Hip Hop. And so I love Janisha, host, right? She puts a pin on that because how we gonna talk about a topic including Gretchen when Gretchen ain't even on the stage yet? So she shut that down. Love that. Then next, Jayla responds to what Saucy Santana said about Mariah Lynn saying the N word, and she let her know like. If you having black friends, that's a slap in the face to us for you to just say the N word and you are not a black descent. And she was like, "Well, my little sister is black." No, and Jayla was like, "There was a video of you going around saying the N word and you were in a van." Mariah's like, "I was in a Bentley." Like, Bentley, van, school bus, whatever you was in. The point was she was letting you know at that moment you was wrong for saying the N-word, regardless of the situation and who you was arguing with, and you need to take accountability ability and apologize to your friends. Period. She couldn't do that. She had to talk about Bentley. My little sister's black. Right. Your little sister's black, but you still they don't give you a pass to just go around using the N-word. Like I I don't know, but Jayla was like, "I'm not gonna fight you. You should have. You should have got off your stool and dicked her in her shit before Bianca had the chance to." But anyway, she didn't, and I'm mad at that. I'm mad at Jayla for that though. You ain't want to fight Mariah for some disrespectful shit that you fought Gretchen for, but you want to fight Meatball for no reason. Let's talk. We're gonna talk about it later. We're gonna talk about it later. All right. And so they talk about that. They did that, and then Janisha was like, hold on. Before we continue, we got to bring out one more person." She brings out Bianca Bunny. Now this is where it starts to heat up in the reunion, girl. This is where it starts to heat up. So she brings out Bianca Bunny, and the crowd boos her, which I don't like. Um, she asked Bianca some questions. She started explaining, her whole purpose of coming on the show was to stand on business for Mariah Lynn. She was getting jumped in Jamaica on the last season, telling her who was cool with her, who turned on her. She never told her that her and Sapphire had gotten back cool. Even after they did reunion and didn't fight, Bianca said she was not a fan of the show. She had no other agenda of coming onto the show. Mariah asked her to come onto the show. She came on the show to handle Sapphire, unknowing that Mariah and Sapphire was cool. So Sapphire stands up and asks Mariah, you know what I'm saying, why would you tell her you don't know if we're gonna get into it or not? Because they have text messages between Bianca and Mariah up on the screen on the stage. And so Sapphire stands up. She, goes towards Mariah and she's asking her, why would you tell her that? And she was like, you're saying these fake text messages, like you said, the text messages, like you said, text message for Tasiki, some type of reference towards the text messages. I don't have the words exactly correct, but something referencing the text messages that were said about Tasiki. Mariah jumps up. She's walking towards Sapphire like she about to do something to Sapphire, whatever the case may be. And then the next thing you know, Bianca Bunny, not, and I don't think she was about to do nothing to Sapphire, but Sapphire got her shoes off. You can clearly tell that Mariah is dressed for a fight. Bianca steps off the step, runs down from the top because the way they have the stage set up, y'all see how they got the stage set up. I ain't gonna explain it, but and it's crazy. Y'all gotta forgive me because I'm doing the audio before I do my actual clips for my video, so forgive it. But um lost my train of thought. Oh, but so Mariah, I mean Bianca steps down off of the top step off of the stool part where she's sitting, and you know what I'm saying, straight to the chin on Mariah. But as she's stepping down, she had a pretty good little piece to go before she got to Mariah. Biggie was calling her name, Tasiki was calling her name. Why didn't you see her coming out of your peripheral? She had on all black. She made a beeline for you. It's no reason why you didn't see her coming. But of course, Mariah didn't see her coming. She in that first round gets her eye opened up. Like, I mean, Bianca came, like I said, she came in straight to the chin on Mariah, like straight to the jaw on her head, like me. My God. So, and then when they break them up, the first thing out Mariah mouth is, and y'all gonna let her sneak me. Girl, are you serious? Like, are you fucking for real, Mariah? All the people you done snuck, Smiley, Jelly. You had somebody sneak Diamond the Body. I mean, you had Diamond the Body sneak Bianca. Who else? You snuck many people throughout your television reality TV career. Like, I know you're not complaining about her sneaking you, and wish she really didn't sneak you. You just didn't see her coming out of your periphery because you were so focused on Sapphire. You probably was scared that Sapphire was going to clock your ass. I really think that's what it was. But anyway, you can't complain about being snuck, boop. It's your karma from all the times that you didn't snuck people. Hello. Like, are you okay? Why do you think you can sneak people but people can't sneak you? Like, what? It's no rules in fighting. There's not one rule in a street fight. In a Zeus fight either. Clearly, we've seen this multiple times. I mean, a girl lost a tooth and you complaining about being snuck? Girl, when you sneak, make it make sense. Make it make sense. I'm sick of Mariah. So of course, she's dramatic. She goes off stage. She cussing out the camera people. If y'all bring a camera back here, I swear I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. Whatever. Like, girl, that is their job. You came on the show. You got your eye opened up. What you mean if they bring a camera? They're gonna bring a camera because we wanna fucking see. We wanna see. We want to see how bad it really is because you're not gonna let us see how bad it is for real. You're gonna post a filtered live with makeup on and a little band-aid. We ain't gonna really get to see that the meat was hanging out of your eye if the cameraman don't catch that. Shout out to the Zeus cameraman for catching that, regardless of her, whatever she was saying. Shout out to you, camera guy, camera dude. Shout out to you for catching that open ass eye because we wanted to see that. And you deserve that, Mariah. Let's talk about that. You deserve that eye. that shiner that you got. Because you lied on this girl, you lied to this girl, you set this girl up, you know what I'm saying, to put her in a position like she said. She came on the show with all these putting herself in a position to get jumped by 10 plus girls. Who does that? Who does that for no reason? Nobody. So yeah, Mariah, you was wrong. You manipulated that situation with Bianca and Sapphire, and it came back to bite. It is what it is. Take your L, baby. And she loved to say, win, lose, or draw. Yeah, win, lose, or draw. Nobody said you wouldn't fight. Nobody said you wouldn't fight. You stand in the field all the time and get your ass beat, and it's okay. We used to it. And in delusion because you're standing there with your eye open telling Bianca that she got beat the fuck up. When? Where? Where did it happen? Because we didn't see it. We saw you get beat up though. 2 rounds. 2 rounds. But anyway, that's enough about Mariah and Bianca Bunny. We're gonna move on to the next scene. So after they reset the stage, they bring back Bianca, Mariah leaves. They allow Bianca to wrap up her story and close out. They kept asking if Sapphire and Bianca was cool. We never got a clear answer, but Natalie did. Betty Betty shot a clock. Sapphire cheered along. Bianca took the shot. So I'm assuming all is well between the two of them, even though Bianca spit on Sapphire, spat on her, should I say. Then they moved on to Callie. So they, talked about the Callie, introduction to Callie and Natalie situation. I was about to say Cataly. The Cataly situation. They talked about them. Um, and pretty much let Callie explain. And she was like, it wasn't more so she wasn't coming in like I'm trying to take your spot. It was more so like, teach me something. I want to learn from you. You've been in the game for 15 years. Natalie said she didn't take it like that due to an Instagram post that Callie had posted the day before they started filming. So that's where all that stemmed from. They end up squashing that and moving on. Okay, so next up, Billy. Girl, what am I talking about? Next up, Biggie decides that she is going to address the issue that she had with Natalie and Jayla in regards to them speaking on her getting beat up by Rolly. So Biggie, they start talking about the situation, and Biggie lets us know that she was not really angry at Jayla. She was more so angry at Natalie for participating in it with Jayla because who Natalie is. She's the boss. Biggie was like, "I'm not gonna come for you. I'm naturally just not gonna come for you. Other girls on the cast come for you. They don't love their boss. They don't respect the fact that you gave them a platform. So I'm not gonna come for you." So she targeted Jayla. She took her frustrations out with Natalie on Jayla. So Natalie took accountability. She said, "If I hurt your feelings, Biggie, that is not okay. I apologize," and she apologized. Then Jayla turned up because she felt like, okay, so you wanted to pick me because you didn't want to go for Natalie. Like that's not fair. I feel that part. But then um she, say we can run it again and Biggie was like, "No, I'm not on it." And then Jayla's like she got on Beyonce's internet and told these people that she was gonna slap me. And Biggie was like, "And I did." I gotta say that was hilarious, Biggie. Shout out to you, girl. You got you one in because that was freaking hilarious when you said, "And I did," though. Like the way she said it was just so calm, but it was like she actually did smack you though. Even though y'all went round for round and Jayla got, I think they went like 4 or 5 rounds and Jayla got like three of them, three maybe four of them. I think Biggie got like one good round for real with Jayla. But Jayla was bullying, and I don't like that. Like, and you was trying to bully again, even by bringing it up to fight again here in this moment. So it's like, girl, just let it go. It is what it is. And then they had a back and forth also about, you know, Biggie doing her podcast and, Teddy's thoughts or whatever. And she was like, Biggie's like, Teddy has his own thoughts. And she's like, no, those are your thoughts. You narrate for Teddy, so those are your thoughts. And she was like, no, they're not. And she said, and Jayla goes, well, who else is it? Who else said it? And that exchange was hilarious. Like, if y'all don't have Zeus, y'all gotta get it, or find out where you can watch it for free because We really can't add the entire episode in the reviews, but girl, that was freaking hilarious. That little exchange about Teddy. Like they really was arguing about Teddy's thoughts and Teddy's opinion. And I'm like, whatever. So that was pretty much that exchange with them. They did it that and moved on to the next topic. And y'all, during this review, I'm watching this episode for like the fourth time, and I'm noticing why Jayla fights Meatball later on, and we're going to talk about it. But in the scene that I just talked about, where Jayla and Vicky were going back and forth with Teddy's thoughts, what I left out was in that scene, the crowd is egging a fight. Saucy asks, did they want to run it again? Jayla is up on her feet, no shoes on. Biggie still sitting on the couch. It's clear Biggie does not want to fight. Biggie did not come to fight. Um, but the crowd is egging it on, and Biggie is saying whatever she needs to say, but she's remaining calm and seated next to Tasiki. But at one point, Jayla is standing up, kind of close, but not close, enough to hit, but over Biggie. And when she does that, Meatball stands up and takes a step up, like because Meatball's sitting in the stool, so she steps up at this point. And I feel like this may be why Jayla gets into it with Meatball later on in this episode. I just wanted to drop that in there. And before we move on to Tinkerbella and Slim Too Bad Meatball situation, I did forget to mention that Bianca also talked about like her beef with Mariah, like how they've had beef before in the past. She brought up the fact that Mariah tried to sleep with her baby daddy. Now, sidebar, wasn't that the same thing? Now, Lemmy ain't Anna Meg baby daddy by far, but everybody know that they had a thing going on. She just like, what is up with Mariah trying to sleep with her friends' men? Like that is insane. And then she mentioned that the reason why they got back cool was because of they mutual friends with Cardi B and Remy Ma. I don't care who my celebrity friends are. I'm not fucking with a bitch that is going behind my back trying to sleep with my man, my baby daddy, my nothing. Like, what? What are you, what? What? Like, I don't care. Like, if she in the room, I can be cordial and not, you know what I'm saying, run across her head at a red carpet event. However, we're never gonna be friends. Like, I don't give a fuck what y'all say. Y'all just gonna have to respect my opinion. It don't matter that y'all my millionaire friends. Like, if y'all love me, y'all gonna understand. Because what if she tried to fuck Offset? Like, Cardi, you gonna be cool with that? Nikki, what if she tried to fuck yo? I mean, not Nikki, but Remy. What if she tried to fuck Papoose? Like, you gonna be alright with that? Nah, Remy, you already know you go knock Mariah in her shit. So yeah, I don't understand that. Anyway, that was a sidebar little thing that was going on like in the background that she revealed. Nobody really like talked about it too deep. Saucy just was like, dang, everybody trying to fuck everybody baby daddy on this show. But I feel like that's something that needed to be talked about a little bit more because why is this a common thing? Like they should have asked Mariah that. Why is this a common thing for you? Why did you in the shadows ass bitch trying to fuck on everybody, nigga? Like, what's going on? Are you okay? Are you cool? Girl, doing these reviews, I be forgetting the order of the episode. Okay, so before we get to Tinkerbella and Slim Too Bad, um, Tommy was introduced to the stage. So they brought out Tommy, and before Tommy could even make it to the stage, her and Bobby got into it. So I don't know if she felt like Bobby was being funny or whatever the case may be, but Bobby was like last touches on her. Cause I don't know if y'all remember on I think it was on the Baddies Caribbean. I think Tommy's like maybe first or second episode. Something was going on with one of her lashes was coming off. So I don't know if that's what Bobby was referencing in that moment, but Tommy didn't like it. Tommy was not there for it at all. Tommy was like, stop playing with me. She even swung on Bobby a few times. She didn't hit him in the face or anything like that that I saw. It seemed like she just kind of threw like some body shots. Bobby went live and talked about it. He said that that's how Tommy plays with her male friends. She plays super aggressively, so it wasn't what it appeared to be on TV. So I'm glad that he did come out and clear that up because I was looking at Tommy like, "Are you cool? Like, what's going on? Like, this man literally just asked, did you need any last touches, and you blew a cap? Like, what's going on? Like, are you okay, babe?" Tommy's look was fucking flawless. I loved her look. It was very much so giving Peggy Bundy with the hair. I love the pants. The pants definitely are a custom of one of I ain't seen them nowhere, and I could be wrong, but I love those pants on Tommy. Like she looked simple but cute as fuck, and I love that. But I just you know, I like that she came out and she apologized. Her and Natalie squashed whatever they had or whatever once she did finally make it to the stage. They squashed whatever they had. They hugged it out and agreed to just get money together going forward and to not be fake with one another. That's all we want. Thank y'all. I'm glad y'all was able to squash it, come to common ground on TV. She then gave a speech talking about beefing in real life. It's one thing to work and for reality TV, but then beefing in real life, it ends in death, like sending threats, like just overly gangster for no reason. But that's Tommy. You know what I'm saying? That's Tommy shit. So it is what it is. So that was that little scene. Okay, so boom. Tinkerbella, well, Tinkerfella, because that's who came to the reunion. Tinkerfella came to the reunion, not Tinkerbella. I you could tell she came to fight anyway. Tinkerfella and Slim Too Bad came out and Meatball got up. Tink, they got straight to it. It was no talking, it was no game plan. Boom, ran around. Now, in my opinion, Meatball got these rounds. Tink wasn't doing anything but throwing her body around, trying to wrestle Meatball to the ground, and Meatball wasn't having it. Meatball was not going down. Shout out to you, Meat. You held your own, period. In my opinion, you got the rounds. I think they fought 3 rounds. So they fought two initially. Boom, boom, bam, got that out the way. And I don't know, the first round I'm giving to Meat. The second ball, no, 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 no. Yeah, the first round I'm giving to Meat. The second round I'm giving to Meat because I feel like Tink only got one lick at the end when security came in. And then the third round that they fought, I'm giving to Meat because she set your ass down on the couch and ate you up. Like I'm giving all 3 rounds to Meat. I don't care what y'all said. Period. What y'all say. Period. The end. Okay, so after she ran the first 2 rounds with Tink, she called Slim Too Bad out. Slim Too Bad come out in a robe. Like, I don't even understand her outfit. Like, what did you have on? Like, who you supposed to be, Muhammad Ali? And then as soon as they squared up, she did this stupid ass leap trying to throw a 2 piece and miss. It was insane. Like, anyway, I'm giving that to Meatball as well. Shout out to Meatball for coming in, standing on motherfucking 10, mopping the floor, mopping the reunion set with these hoes. I'm here for it. I love it, me. You did your biggest one at the reunion. Period. And you came in, your face was cute, hair braided back, looking. You did your biggest one, me, at the reunion. I don't care what them hoes said about you. You did your shit. Um, yeah, Slim Too Bad. I don't know. Tasiki said that Slim Too Bad really did her big one. I didn't see it. I missed it. I missed that, Tasiki. I don't know if that maybe they edited in me by favor. I guess I don't know, but in my opinion, from what they aired, Meatball won the Tinkerbella fights, and she won the Slim Too Bad fight on the first episode because I think they are gonna fight again because I think she threw the chair at Tinkerbella and it accidentally hit Anna. That's in the next episode. So for this scene, I'm giving the fights to Meatball. She ate Tinkerbella ass up. Tink, baby, stop wrestling. I don't know if you was on the wrestling team in high school, but stop wrestling, baby. When you get in the field, throw them hands. Stop trying to lock up with somebody and throw them on the ground. You did the same thing with Diamond the Body. She just played your game and wrestled your ass back. Meatball didn't do that. Meatball got in there with you and was throwing them things, was eating your ass up. Now I'm not gonna say that Tink didn't get no leaks because she definitely got some leaks in that third round for sure. But I feel like Meatball won. And y'all know how I felt about Meatball through the season. Like I felt like she just did not represent the baddies. She didn't represent the brand at all. She was looking like a part of the security team. Y'all know how I felt about Meatball throughout the season. So I'm proud of her. Shout out to you, Meatball. I'm proud of you for showing up looking decent. And I'm proud of you. Like outfit wise didn't matter. But your appearance, your face and stuff, you look decent. You didn't look dirty. You didn't look what I'm saying? I appreciated you coming to the reunion like that, gracing the stage with pretty Meatball and then beating these hoes down. I love it, Meat. Shout out to you. During the Tinkerbella and the Meatball fight, Saucy Santana is on the stage like circling around the fight. Like typically, like if you look at Janisha, 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 that's it, right? If you look at Janisha, she when they get up to start fighting, baby, she gets up out of her seat, she steps to the back of the seat, she gets out of the way. Saucy is like egging it on, throwing his hands in the air. Yes, I bitch, I live for baddies. I live for me. You're not supposed to be doing that as a host. That's why I feel like I feel like when we look at other reality shows, right? Like we never see Mona Scott Young do that, right? We never see Nene Leak. We never see Andy Cohen. Like when you look at the reality TV shows, you never see the host egging the cast members on to fight. John's what's his name? John Sally or John Stan, whatever his name is that hosts the basketball wives. Like every host that we've seen is not egging the cast members to fight. So I don't understand why Saucy is he was just not the man for the job. Like I said, I don't have anything against Saucy Santana, but stepping into a host role, like you have to play the part. He did not play the part. He didn't play the part at all. Like I said, I feel like they should have put him in the crowd with Bobby and brought somebody else in to host or let Janisha host it alone. Okay, because he just I don't know. I feel I don't know. I feel like I'm not gonna say that he didn't make it better though. I'm not gonna say that. Like watching him do that is funny, but it's unprofessional. And I like now I understand why all of the cast members was feeling some type of way. And then too, he was messy because he was talking about Tinkerbella with Tommy and mic'd up. He said, "Yeah, she don't look the same without makeup on." That's why I said Tinkerbella came to the reunion and not Tinkerbella. She did not look the same. She looked hard. She looked rough. Like I don't know. But I like Tinkerbella though. I like and I feel like Tinkerbella fit the baddies look. You know what I'm saying? Like like she blended in with them. She was able to come with the looks. Like she had herself together. She wasn't looking so up. So I guess she was coming to fight. Like she was coming to fight for that chick. Her and Meatball needed that chick. They was coming to fight. So it was no need to come cute or whatever. But I still feel like you could have gave face. Like you didn't have to come in there looking like you was looking. But anyway, you know, here they're there. Anyway. Okay, so after Meatball runs her rounds with Tinker Fella and Slim Too Bad, she runs 2 rounds with Tink, 1 round with Slim Too Bad. Out of nowhere, here comes Jayla walking up on Smoke. And so Meatball, like the G that she is, squares up with Jayla. They get off a few little rounds or whatever. And Jayla got a couple of punches right here. You know what I'm saying? But Meatball was tired. So it's like, all right. But it's like what y'all fighting for. And even Scotty's in the background, like, why are y'all fighting? Why everybody want to fight Meatball? Like even Scotty's asking this question at this point. Valid question. Like I understand Slim, I understand Team. Jayla, what are you doing? What are you doing? See what I mean about Jayla? Jayla is annoying. Jayla is bullying. And so earlier in the review, I said that I felt like maybe she did this because of the way Meatball was standing when she was, approaching Biggie like she was gonna jump in or whatever. But what y'all don't know is Meatball and Biggie is actually cool. When Tink and Meatball was going through whatever they was going through on the show, Biggie, I mean Meatball went to Biggie and confided in Biggie about the issues that she was having with Tink, and Biggie never said a word to any of the cast members. Even Tink tried to bring it up. I guess I don't know if Tink was really outside the door or if production was outside the door recording whatever Meatball and Biggie was talking about and played it back for Tink. But either way it go, Tink was mad that she went to Biggie talking about her. Well, you wasn't being a friend, and you know that Tinkerbella and Slim Too Bad talked about Meatball. Y'all too cool. Y'all too close. Y'all came out together to fight, and you and Meatball was supposed to be going on the show together. Like, and then let's talk about how they both came to the show with the same braids. Like, who's who? Like, who is really the character here? Is Tink really trying to be like Meatball? Or is Tink really the character and Meatball stole it and she just is more popular? Like, I'm trying to understand that because who's copying who at this point? Like, and I wonder, did the same girl braid y'all hair? Did the hair braider was like, oh, Tink, Meatball got these zigzags to the back with the little, like, what the, was it weird to me? Was it just me or was it weird to y'all? Anyway, that's pretty much all that happened in this episode, Baddies Caribbean Reunion Part 1. So, if you found this video interesting, and I hope that you did, please like, comment, subscribe, share, turn on your post notification, leave a comment, girl. Let me know what you thought about the episode in the comment. I know my review late. I know it's late, but still, watch the review. Let me know what you thought in the comments, and stay tuned for the review of Part 2 because it's coming.